Welcome back to Box Modes. This is going to be the 5th scale Mixolydian. And as I always have to say, if you haven't seen the first videos, go back and watch them, otherwise you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. But for those of you who have, here's Mixolydian. Okay then, Mixolydian scale. Really simple one to start. The first 3 strings are exactly the same. 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14. Then 11, 12, 14, 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15. So 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14, 10, 12, 14, 11, 12, 14, 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15. And that of course comes after all the other scales: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, and Lydian, bringing you to Mixolydian. Now don't forget that we're building all these scales from the key of G, starting on G major, G Ionian. But that doesn't mean it has to stay there. You can move this pattern and all the other scale patterns all as one thing, and you can start somewhere else. So let's say you wanted B Ionian. That would give you a C sharp Dorian, and a D sharp Phrygian, and so on. And the patterns would stay exactly the same all the way up the fretboard. And then of course you'd start again down here if you wanted to get before your key note, shall we say. Another awesome thing that these scales and this way of thinking can be good for is writing music. So if you're trying to write a riff for your band, or just a song or music for yourself, this way of thinking, these boxes, knowing where you can and can't go, is going to help a lot. You'll know what key you're in, you'll know the notes that are going to sound good because they're all going to be in the same key if you stick to the boxes, and it makes things really simple. So let me give you a few examples of what I'm on about. Tapping is another cool thing that you could use this for. So let's take the B and E string of the Ionian scale and the B and E string of the Mixolydian scale, and then just mess around with them tapping wise. So give that a go, just try messing around in different areas of different boxes, write a riff, see what happens. I think it's important as well to just go by feel sometimes, just mess around, don't think too much about theory. I can go here, I can't go here, I should do this, I shouldn't do this. Music is a completely free thing, there's no rules about it, you can do whatever the hell you want. So I think a good musician is kind of a mix of doing things a little bit by theory and doing things a little bit by feel. So a little bit of both. I'm sure some of the best riffs in the world have just been written completely by feel, but I'm sure some have been written by theory as well. So give it a try, see what works for you. Different people are going to work different ways, of course. So yeah, give that a try.